Welcome, everyone. I did the, oh, Marisa, hi. I did mute, but then as people come on a little late, sometimes they're not muted. So, okay. Good to see everyone. Super nice. Let's see, was that okay. And then, so also I have these like new leggings that are like mermaid leggings. So of course you're going to have a few mermaid poses to begin with. So these are my Chicago digs here. And actually it's a really comfortable apartment. It's just that the colors are a little drabbish, but it's very comfortable. So we are starting out, you're facing front of your mat, and this one, one of my students called this the mermaid. We could call it merman, merperson pose. Anyways, that's where we're at. You'll see a few poses come about inspired by the leggings. So let your knees drop to the right and then twist and turn and look to the back, the space behind you. Lengthen the spine and breathe. And then look past your right shoulder. Really move from your navel. Breathe in. Exhale. So the right buttock is down, left is raised. And then let's do it the other way. So knees fall left, pretty simple. Twist left and really turn and look to the back of the room or look to your left. And then knees go to the right. And then as you're here, the big difference is the second time, the last time, you're going to come onto your elbows. And you could walk your arms over to the right. And you could shimmy into your shoulders. Some like these, and some don't get too much out of them. Come on up and take your knees across to the left and shift. Shift your pelvis more to the left. Take your elbows more to the left. And maybe shifting left, right. Good. And release. Okay. And then extending. So good. Point and flex. And point and flex. Point and flex. All right. Let's come on to our backs for a little more of a warm up. So you have your right knee and you're bringing your forehead to your knee. Lower your head and you have a second side. You're going to take your left knee to chest, lift your head and bring your head to knee. Flex your right ankle. Make sure, yeah, I'm on there. And release. And then from here, so we have a, it's a core work here. So your right leg is up in the air. We'll just see how, I think you can do this. Your right leg is up in the air. Your left arm is up overhead. So your right arm is going to be helping you. You're going to take a breath in. Use your right arm to push yourself up. And then instead of touching your foot, you're reaching to the outside of the foot, a crossover. You come down and you extend. We're going to do 3 of these. Breathe in, exhale, whoo, and down. Exhale. So it's not how many we do, it's the quality of what you do. Last one, inhale, exhale. Good, and release. And then we have the second one. Left leg up in the air. Breathe in. Right arm up overhead. Exhale. Ooh, and lift. Am I the only one these are tough for? Reach up. Exhale. Use your left elbow and left forearm. And come down. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. Up. And down. All righty. Let's come up into bridge pose. So your feet are flat onto the mat. You lift up, you clasp your hands underneath. Tuck the shoulders underneath you and just feeling this nice alignment of your spine, feeling the strength, the back of your body. Breathing in. Exhale. And release. And come on out. Good. Happy baby, you grab hold of your feet, soles of the feet looking up at the ceiling, stretching your lower back, and breathe. Good. And releasing. So what I'd like to do, still from the back, I would like to look at fish pose, because again, you got to do all these nice things. So you know what? Let's come to sitting. We'll do this, then we'll go to fish, because that'll warm up your back as well. Half spinal twist is first. And it could be that your right leg is over the other, or your lower leg is also bent. Sits bones down. So the right leg on top, left arm up, and coming across, elbow across knee, or hand across knee. So the Sanskrit name is Matsyendrasana. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Ardha is half, because it's like a half circle that you make. Right? It's a 90, what would it be? 180 turn? Yeah. You're looking back. And it's also Matsyendra, Lord of the Fish. Some people say Lord of the Fish pose. Half spinal twist, but literally Lord of the Fish pose, Matsyendra. Matsyendra was the protectorate of the fish, right? Overlooking. Breathing in. Exhale. Good. Again, breathing in. And exhale. As we're here, some can connect the hands, okay? Maybe you can connect your hands. You could use a strap to connect as well. Last round of breath. I like how that opens the outside hip. So we release, and then you stretch out your legs, and you have a second side. So I'll just turn around. Left leg over the other, or you maybe even folding the lower leg in, okay? Right arm up into the air. Right elbow across knee. Twist. Look back. The twist starts really in the hip. Both sits bones are anchored. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half spinal twist, or Lord of the Fish pose. So once again, from here, maybe you will connect. And for the most part, I would like us to practice nasal breathing. It is, sometimes we exhale through the mouth, like Uddiyana Bandha, or when we do horse pose. But every once in a while, there are other ones, like lion, but they're a little more unusual. For the most part, except when it's like, when we're doing like breathing exercises. But for the most part, breathing through the nose, like right now. Good. We'll release, come on out. So for fish pose, I know some don't like it, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to kind of been thinking about a way to make it really accessible. So some might do bridge again. And, some just find that you tilt your head back and it's just not comfortable. Like you feel like you're jamming your neck back. So what I would say, if that's the case, if you love fish pose, go into it. Don't mind me explaining. But others might say, yeah, what is your idea here? What is your idea? So what my idea right now is, I have my head on the block. I'm going to lift I'm going to tilt my head back so my head is really on maybe the edge of the block. My feet are together. My elbows are helping me up. My palms are down. And that might be your fish pose, just right there. So your head doesn't have to make it all the way down. It's resting on a block. Or no block. I usually don't teach it that way, right? But I've just been kind of playing with that idea. How do I make this accessible? And then others are finding, okay, I lift, I breathe, feet are together, inhale, exhale, mouth slightly open, eyes open. And then release. We're not going to hold it very long, okay? So I wanted to have that one in there too. So pulling knees into chest. You have 3 kind of related to fish and mermaids. All righty. And then we roll on up. So we are going to come all the way up to standing and make our way up to standing. We are starting out with squats. And your feet are about as wide as the mat. What I like is, I'm just kind of figuring out heels inward, a little toes outward, and you drop down. So let's say that your arms press back, palms facing in, and then arms are out to a T, palms facing down, and then arms are forward alongside your ears. And press, clasp hands, look up. So you're reminded again of fish pose, of bridge. Drop down. And we're not going any further than, just a little squat, not a deep, deep squat, and then reach your arms forward. So the idea here is to warm up the legs. Come up, arch back, look up. Let's do 2 more with the breathing. Exhale. Oops, sorry, in through the nose, good. Inhale through the nose. Clasping hands. Again, exhale. And inhale. Good. And then we have some side bending. So from here, we're going to take the right leg in front of the other. And then you're holding onto your right hand and you're pressing. So you're really stretching through the right side of your torso and extending the whole right side of your torso long. Breathe in. Exhale. One more. Breath in. Exhale. Good. Release, and you have the other side. Left leg in front of the other. Taking hold of your left wrist. Lengthen. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. And again, breath in. And exhale, lengthen. And releasing. So on this next one, it's the one that you've heard me talk about, Marie Svoboda. It's hers. So you have your right foot in front of the, over the left toes. And it's kind of a weird one because you take your foot and you bring it in front. And the left toes slip under the right instep. Your arms are up into the air. And you exhale towards the leg in front of the other, towards the right. You're going to twist right. And you meet up with some resistance. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. So you're using your obliques and you're using this forward leg. Inhale, center. This time we're going to extend the arms, palms facing up. Exhale, twist, and look at your right hand. Good. Breathing in. Exhale. And we'll do the other side. Left leg in front of the other. Right toes slipping under. Left instep. Take your arms up. Breathe in. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Last one. Exhale, twist. And back to center. Okay, so those are really good for the oblique muscles. Alrighty. Then from here, we're going to go to, I'm trying to follow my notes, so that's where we're at with that. Let's use your strap initially for steer. And the reason being because maybe you can reach, but I'm thinking, so the right arm is up, and then that way we can shoulder floss. So I have the strap behind me. When my hands connect, my hands are really close to my back. But with the strap, I can move the arms outward. Right elbow is up. And you're going to go side, 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 flossing your shoulders. And then side bend. Right elbow leads the way. When we're tight, the elbow's pointing forward. We're trying to side bend. Breathing in. Exhale. And other way. Left arm up, right arm down. And side, side. So you're just really moving into your back, moving into your shoulders, flossing. And then finally, we're going to side bend. Come over. Breathe in. Exhale. Oh, deep side bend. Elbow wants to come forward. Take your elbow up. Beautiful. Release. From here, we have eagle. So we'll first do the arms and we'll do the actual pose. So right arm over the other. Wrap. Feet are as wide as the mat. And it's another squat. You're going to drop down into your squats. It helps you with your low back, helps you release your hip joints. And then straighten your legs a lot so you get into your hamstrings. You're trying to extend, even though your arms are wrapped, right middle finger touching down, and you're circling, like you're trying to trace out a circle. If you bend your knees, you might even be able to, touch the mat, or somebody can do this with your legs straightened, more or less. Reverse the circle. Good. Bend the knees, shift on up, good, and reach up and over. And let's do the other way. So you take the arms wide, left arm over the other. You could hug yourself first, then wrap. Breathe in. Lift the elbows, and then bend the knees, drop down, and then maybe straightening the legs or keeping knees bent. Knees bent is nice for the back, and you're circling and circling, and then the other direction, circling and circling and circling and circling. Good. Drop the knees and press on up. Good. Lift, 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 up, and unwind. Okay. Eagle. The feet are together, the knees bend. The right leg crosses over the other. Of course, figure four is easier. Crossing. And this is what I look at. My standing leg's knee pointing forward. Left arm over the other. Wrap. And breathe. Beautiful. Release and unwind. We have a second side. Bending the knees. This is standing leg is the one that won't waver, right? So I wrap as best I can. Right arm over the other. Palms are together. The arms could cover your face. You could still look forward. The arms are so close to your eyes that your arms will blur. And you're just looking past the arms and breathe. You can see your peripheral vision. And then release. That's one shaky eagle. And then hands are to heart center. Good work. So let's go ahead and bring the right foot forward and left foot back. Okay. And And then your hands, so it's pyramid, so Parsvottanasana. If you like, have your blocks handy. I know some of you really like to have the blocks handy on this one. You may do that, okay? And what I'm going to suggest, I'm going to try to do this the classical way, which is arms back, okay? But have your blocks handy if you like. I'll put them in place so you know. All right, so I think if my legs are kind of close together, I think it doesn't work so well. So I kind of need I need a stance, like I'm on a double track, my right foot is forward, maybe the left foot is back, but I have to keep my heel down. Bring your hands to heart and your thumbs touch your sternum. And then bring your hands to the same spot behind your heart. So that's easier said than done, right? Not everybody goes there. Some are, some have to extend the arms, that's fine. Some can bring the hands to the low back. So, do what is possible. I have my hands in Anjali Mudra at the back of the heart center. And then from here, I look up. I'm bringing my foot a little closer in. Yeah, looking up. And then coming forward. So lowering. And if you can, so at this point, some like to reach for the blocks, but some can keep the arms in place and bring your head to knee, keeping your right knee straight, but if you need to bend it, that's fine to protect your back. It's a deep hamstring stretch. Breathing in. Exhale. Breath in and exhale. Come on up and then step forward. Bring your hands to your heart center. Reverse your legs. And again, you'll do the arm movement that works for you. Now, what's really good, if you can get your palms together, this is great for the wrists. It's a wrist stretch. It's a carpal band stretch. So people have carpal tunnel syndrome. This is amazing for that. And those of you who do racket sports, golfing, like not right now, I know, weather and pandemic, but these are great or if you play instrument or you do your artwork. This is wonderful for your wrists. Look up. If you cook and carry heavy pans, how's that? Sometimes when I'm cooking and those heavy cast iron pans, they do a number on your wrists, right? Breathe in. Exhale. And then come forward and engage the core. Come forward. And again, you can bend your knee if you need to or keep your legs straight. Some at this point bring the hands on the blocks. Others will say, I'm going to keep my hands in place and reach knee to nose, forehead to knee, see what is possible. All right, and then we'll come up, and as you come up, you'll release the hands and bring the hands again to heart center. Good work. All right. So we have these, what we call leaf rolls. You've seen those. And they're basically, it's up, down, up, down. So your feet, again, could be as wide as the mat, but typically I would say the feet are together on this. And then you start to collapse, like everything's collapsing, the arms dangle, you soften your knees, you drop down, you release your head, release the back of your neck, and then you roll on up to standing, and you take the arms up into the air, the palms touch, extending. You'll do that at your own pace 3 more times. Initiate coming down with an exhalation. Good. And then it's up to you. Knees bent, or maybe at the very end you straighten, and then you bend a lot on the way up. I think there's about one more. Some reach up high, some are starting to arch, and the last one coming up. And once here, again, you look upward, and then hands are to heart. So that should really prepare us for, we should be ready now for tree. So your foot comes into position, right? So see how high can you get your leg up. And once you have your leg in position, hands to heart center. And we're starting to come up, starting to reach up. Shoulders are down, and breathe. Yeah, so this is a dynamic tree. This is a beautiful tree. Later I'm going to be talking about this expression, Sat Nam. Sat is truth, Nam, sort of like name. My name is truth, I am truth. And it's really kind of nice to like be a tree and say, Sat Nam, I am truth. Because like trees are like anything but, yeah, I mean, they're everything. They're everything. They're goodness itself. Sat Nam. Breathing in. Embodying the spirit of a tree. Okay. And then you release. And we take it the other direction. So, see how you are with this. Where does your foot need to be? Push foot into thigh, thigh into foot. That gives you your stability. And then reaching up. It's up to you. Going wide or keeping your hands. That's more classical. Or extending. And breathe. And balance is so important. Yeah. Good. Wow. Balance is steady and steadfast. Good. And then release and then coming out. Good. So let's go ahead. We have a sequence here, and you'll kind of see how it all works out. I think you'll want your blocks handy because there's a half moon in there, okay? And there's a crescent moon, so I also have my blanket handy. So we're going to just start out wide, and your left foot leads the way. It's triangle. You're going to extend your arms, breathing in. Exhale, shift your pelvis, and come into triangle. So it's like you're on a journey. You're not sure where the journey is going to lead you, but you're ready. You're packed. You're ready to go. You're ready for anything. Almost anything. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's come up. Bring your right hand back and your left arm up and extend. Half moon. You're starting to bend your left knee. Maybe you're reaching for your block or reaching for the mat and coming over into your half moon. So extending, strong through your back leg, pushing out through the heel, one hip bone over the other, and top arm up into the air, and breathe. And then we're going to come out and we'll come to extended side angle. So I'm going a little wider. Left knee is bending. Elbow to knee, if you like. Or hand on block or hand to ankle. And stretch. And this is like a nice breathing pose. Breathing in. And exhale. Lower your right hand and have your back heel up. Your left foot moves more to the left. You're in a low lunge. And at this point, you might need your blanket. In my case, I have a towel for my right knee. And then we come upright. So you could come play with this before you come into it. So you're trying to stretch your hip flexor, coming up and back. It's crescent moon. And then what we'll do here is now I've made myself forward, and it's my right hip, so just my right arm is going to come up and extend. And then my left arm. And palms can be together. Lift your heart center, look upward. Arch if you can. We're going to turn to the right. So your right hand comes onto probably to your thigh or the back of your knee. So what I'm really trying to do is come forward. So like, I know I can reach my heel, but then I lost that part. This is important. So I want to stay forward and go as far as I can with my arm without losing the pose. Top arm is up. You could look, I look at the screen, or I could look up at the ceiling. And breath in. So it's supposed to be, if I'm back here, I'm not going to feel so much. But when I shift, then it's hip flexor. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. So now you're coming forward, your hands on either side of your left foot, and you're bending your back knee. So there you go, quad stretch. And that, for some that's really tough, like it gives you Charlie horse, you might just say, yeah. Let's say another little trick is if you really, really can't do that very well, have a block and just bring your foot on the block. So that will, that'll let you have, if you're very tight, that'll let you have a good quad stretch without giving you the foot cramps, okay? Some can also come upright and reach for the foot. Right hand, right foot. You never know. And maybe left arm up into the air. And that's, you got a mermaid pose here. So foot to crook of an arm. You never know, okay? So, okay, we're going to release. And we have a twist coming up. Right hand to the inside left foot. Your back knee comes up, and you're twisting to the left. Left arm up into the air. And breathe. Release, take the hand down, and we're going to press back, downward facing dog. Yep, you were wondering if there was going to be a dog in the picture. So here we go. Breathing in. Exhale. Have your feet together. Come forward to plank. And then upward facing dog. So as you come into upward facing dog, lengthen the spine, look ahead of you, or look upward. You can have toes curled under or extending through your feet. Bring your knees down. Press back to child's pose. Lower your head. It's going to be a lot on the other side. We have one more to do here before we bring it all up. You're going to be in plank. And this plank's a little different because your feet are going to be as wide as the mat, and your arms are as wide as the mat. Wide stance with the feet. The tendency is to come way up on this. I want you in plank. I don't want you to shift left, right too much. Right hand comes to left shoulder. And left hand, right shoulder. I'm really trying not, I know, I'm looking and I can see I'm lifting. Right hand, left shoulder. And then left hand, right shoulder. One more. Right hand, left shoulder. And right hand, left shoulder. Sorry, left hand, right shoulder. You know what I'm saying. And then go back and walk your feet closer in. Walk or spring to the front of your mat. And once here, pause in your forward fold. Hands to elbows. Let yourself hang. Breathing in. Exhale. Soften the knees. Swing the arms up. Palms touching. Lift up. Reach back. And hands to heart center. Good. So, we have a whole set on the other side. Now, if you move like I do, you might need to move your blocks. Okay? So, I don't know. You'll see. So, you're going wide. It started out with a triangle. Right foot turn, left heel turns outward, extending your arms, and shift into triangle. Let me move this a little bit. I'll put it right there because that's where I'm going to need it. All right. And breathe. Nice breath in. Exhale. Reaching through the arm. Stretching the right inner thigh. And remember this idea of, as much as we can, let's breathe through the nose. Every once in a while, you'll hear me say, exhale through your mouth, the HA sound, but for the most part, nasal breathing. Let's come up. Let's bring left arm back, right arm up. I'm just going to bring my feet a little closer in. And extend, stretching the whole right side of your body. And then bend your right knee, right hand coming down, half moon. Use your blocks if you like as you transition into this balance pose. Flex the ankle of the leg up in the air, one hip over the other. Use a wall if you need to. Your balance is phenomenal today. It's great. Breathing in. Exhale. Bend your right knee. Reach your left foot back. We're going to go wide, wide, wide. And we'll come over to extended side angle. Elbow to knee or hand to ankle. And it's all about that nice stretch. Breathe in. Exhale. It's about opening, being strong, steady, breathing. Most important, being present, being aware, awakened. Lower the hand and then walk your foot slightly to the right. You're in a low lunge position. Your back leg is straight. And then you could put whatever it is you have in place. Something for your knee if you need it. Some of you have nice thick mats and you're in this position. And then we're going to start to press. So like your hands are on your pelvis. So you see your pelvis is squared. Nice stretch the left hip flexor. Just your left arm will come up. And then your right arm. And we'll bring the palms together. So you could, 3 ways. Press palms together. That's sometimes the hardest. And you could interlace fingers, keeping thumb and index fingers together, or one thumb over the other. Breathe in. Exhale. Turning. Left hand, remember I want to reach, but then I'll lose this stretch, so I want to be pressing forward, and then hand on thigh or knee. And the right arm is reaching up and back. So there's a lot. There's extension, there's rotation, and there's side length, side bending, lateral stretch. And release. Shift your weight forward. And remember the trick with the block, or maybe you can bend your back knee. That in itself should be a good quad stretch. Some of you can go really far. And, maybe you can go back and reach for your foot. Maybe bringing the foot to the crook of the arm. Perhaps bringing your arm up. And breathe. And then from here, we have a twist. So extending your back leg, left hand down, right arm comes up, and you have your twist. Reach up high and breathe. Lower the arm. We're going to press back, downward facing dog. Let's take a few rounds of breath here. Let's go ahead and take a few rounds of breath. Extend. You might want to pedal or stay put. And I hope enjoy the stretch. Enjoy this sort of, your spine is in this anti-gravity position. Your spine can lengthen. One more breath here. Exhale. And then we'll come to plank position. So we're coming onto the belly here. So it's Chaturanga Dandasana. Feet are together. Lower, 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 right onto the belly. You could be on your elbows, easiest. Or hands are alongside chest, and we'll come up 3, some like the spider hands, okay? Or hands alongside chest. Inhale, reach up. That's the first one. Thighs are grounded. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, okay? We'll do one more. And lower. So now we go to child's pose. Stretch on back, lengthen your spine, lower your head. We're going to try that one again where you basically you're in plank and your feet are going to be as wide as your hands and you're going right hand, left side chest. You're just like reaching, you could say shoulder, okay? And you're going to notice the pelvis wants to pike up, the pelvis wants to shift left, right, and I'm trying to stay in plank and keep pelvis steady. I'm trying, right? We're doing our best. So here we go. Feet wide is very helpful, okay? You have a wide stance with your feet. Strong, and then begin. 1 and 2. We're going to do 3 rounds. Do them slow. This is yoga. Do them slow. To make it easier, your knees come down. Okay. When you're done, knees come down. And we're going to come to sitting. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. That was a long haul. We complete everything. Normally I would like to start, come back to mountain, but I thought, hey, we're here. Lengthening the spine. Lower the head, bring your head to your feet or towards your feet. You may even find that you could slip your hands under the ankles and lower your head. And coming up. Good. From here, we are, it's Bharadvajasana, so your heel, this is my right leg, my right heel is close in. If you can't sit this way, you extend your left leg, depends on your knee, or maybe you're able to tuck and sit upright, both sitting bones down if possible. Not everybody likes the internal rotation, so it's okay to straighten the leg. We turn towards the right. There's my foot, there's my right foot, there's my right knee, and I'm going to turn in that direction. So twist and look back. As you're actively turning to the right, you're going to take your head, actively turn your head to the left. And then you're going to actively take your eyes to the right corner of your eyes. Close your eyes and take everything to the right again. See if you go a little deeper. And then your right foot comes out a little bit, okay? Easy way, easier way. Right hand to right foot, and you twist left. More intense way, elbow to right instep. Palms are together, and you twist, looking to your left. So easier, upright. Other one, elbow to instep, and breathe. Come up and do the other side. Reverse. So everything is tucked in. And then we twist, there's my left foot, twist to the left and breathe. Now, turning your head to the right and your eyes back to the left. Your eyes are really going towards that corner. It's like you want to exercise your eye muscles. And then you close the eyes and take everything to the left again. And the left foot comes forward a little bit. Now you're turning right. So it could be left hand, left foot as you twist, or left elbow, instep, palms together, and twist. And release. And extending your legs. Shake them out. Shake them out. Good work, good work. Let's come onto our backs. Whoa, that. So once we come onto our backs, we're going to pull knees into chest. And so simple. We've got, after all we've done some really interesting poses, right? That could be challenging. So we've got windshield. So you're just letting your knees go side, side, arms are up overhead, knees left, right, left, right. And then finally, right to here, we have bound angle, soles of the feet together, hands are right onto the belly, and breathe. Interlace fingers, press palms up, and then press palms up overhead, and breathe. Good. And then from here we release, and we're going to come up to sitting just for a moment, and it will lead you, it's kind of a little meditation I want to show you through, and then it'll lead you to coming onto your backs once again. And I think I can come a little closer in. So the words are Sat Nam. Sat Nam. There's a table here. There we go, like that. Okay, Sat Nam. So what you're going to do, that didn't work very well. I have to go further away. You have your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. And you inhale as if you can inhale in your heart, and think of it as a circular breathing. So closing eyes, breathing into your heart center, all nasal breathing. Exhale through your belly. In your mind's eye, as you inhale, hear Sat, truth. Exhale through the belly, and in your mind's eye, you hear Nam. My name is, or I am truth. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Again, inhale, exhale. We're going to reverse it. So you inhale through your belly and you hear Sat. Internally, you hear Sat. Exhale through your heart, and you can't really exhale through your heart, you're exhaling through your nose, but as if you exhale through your heart, you hear Nam. Inhale, belly, Sat. Exhale, heart, Nam. I am truth. You're going to lie on your back. So you could continue that, or you could just be comfortable and just hearing in your mind's eye, hearing Sat Nam. But after a while, you won't even hear the words, because the words in meditation, we work with the right brain hemisphere, the sensory mind. So the words become imagery. Get cozy, be warm. Scanning your body and letting go of any residual tension you may feel in your body. Completely relaxing your legs, your arms, your hip joints. You do a little body scan, completely relaxing the length of your spine, the shoulders, your neck, your face. Completely relaxing your stomach, your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, your heart. Completely relaxing your brain. Sat Nam. You hear yourself kind of saying it, or maybe it's, again, maybe it's the words are not there, but the sound of Sat, or the sense of what truth is. Sat Nam. I am truth. Sat Nam. I am love. When I say I, this is you, this is me, this is us as a yoga community. It's the individual, the Atman. It's the Brahman, the community, or actually the Brahman is the universal consciousness. It's I am love. I mean, what does that mean for you? Just hearing those words, feeling them. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. I am beauty. Sat Nam, I am worthy. Sat Nam, I am a manifestation of peace. You'll slowly begin to deepen your breath. And as you slowly deepen your breath, move your hands, move your feet, and begin to roll to one side and make your way to sitting. I love that smile, Joy. She's like, and then, and you come up and you can turn your audios back on, and we got a big class here. This is awesome.